y'all. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Bree. What's up, Erica? We not gonna disrespect Brittany. We not gonna disrespect Brittany. Brittany don't sound. Girl, I've been running around this apartment. Girl, Brittany don't sound too bad, y'all. She don't sound too bad. What's up? What's up, Addie? Hey, Rodney, I hope you're feeling better. Did you see Tristan's post admitting he's the daddy? I did not see it. I haven't seen it. I feel like 98% better. My nose is still a little stuffy, but other than that, I feel a whole lot better. I feel better than I did last week, baby. Baby, listen. I want to go ahead and tell y'all right now that we are going live. What's up, Faith, Love, Life, and Style? I saw you was moving, girl. I said, ooh. Girl, we are going live tomorrow. We are going to be going live tomorrow. I'll post the time, either 7. I don't know how to slow no chat down. Y'all know I get to pressing buttons over here, and I don't be knowing what I be doing, girl. Girl, that's what I was about to say. Who said that? Feel good? I'm going to go ahead and be honest with y'all, okay? I'm going to be honest. The reason why I pushed back the live was because I was on top. The reason why I pushed back this live was because I was over there on Tasha live and I couldn't leave. Girl, once I was like, girl, let me just see what's going on. Honey, once I clicked on that live, I was like, girl, I can't even do my own goddamn live, okay? Girl, it was me and like 30,000 other people there, girl. Girl, I was like, I can't even do my live, girl. I can't even do my live, girl. I was actually about to cancel the entire live. Because that's how much I was like into that interview. Like, girl. So tomorrow, we will be going live to recap the interview. I think we're going to either go live at 7 or 8 p.m. But baby, I ain't even gonna lie, girl, that's why I was running late. Because I was like, girl, what time is this going to end? I was like, I don't think it's going to be that long because it ain't too much you can really talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking maybe it's going to last to like 8 or like 8:30. It actually ended like right at 8:30 on the dot. But that's why I pushed my live back to 9 because, girl, I was trying to see what the hell was going on over there in them Tasha K streets, baby. Who is this? The hella one. I was glad she pushed it back. Okay, you was watching too? Baby, I was over there glued to my phone. Now, listen. You know, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. There were some things where I rolled my eyes at Miss Ariane. Like, girl, stop. There were some things where I was like, I kind of believe her. And then there were some things. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. All right. So let's go ahead and get into what we want to talk about tonight. Listen, one of my goals for 2022 is to report on everything that hits the media circuit. Girl, I don't care if it's white, black, Asian, Hispanic. If it's a mess going on, baby, we gonna talk about it, okay? I might can't give my full opinion on it, but girl, I'm gonna damn sure bring it up. So it's already so much going on that I need to talk about. That's why I really need to stop running my mouth right now and just get into what we need to get into tonight. All right. So just a quick Mia Thornton from season 6, Real Housewives of Potomac, and Miss Onika Petty. All right. So basically, long story short, Nicki bought all of the kids, or the majority of the kids, of the Real Housewives of Potomac the Real Housewives of Potomac kids. She bought them a Christmas gift. She gifted the kids basically Gucci. She bought Robin and Robin's sons like a Gucci wallet, and I think she put $200 inside. She brought Giselle's daughters their own Gucci purse. I think Ashley's kids, she brought them like, I think like a scarf and like a Gucci little like beanie. I don't know what she got Wendy's kids. I know she got Wendy's kids something, but Wendy said that she was out of, I think she was on vacation with her family, so she wasn't able to, I lost a few brain cells listening to The Bird, but I couldn't stop watching that Tasha K shares on how to make her guests tell their business. Okay? Because, baby, I couldn't stop watching either. I said, girl, I'm going to have to push this live back because we ain't going to make it by 8:30 because I got to see what's going on. All right. And then here comes Miss Mia. I like Mia. I know some of y'all don't like Mia. I like Mia. I just think that Mia does the absolute most. It almost feels like it's like Mia just be like on the go. Like, girl, just calm down. Like, girl, calm down. You know? So basically, Mia changed her Instagram page right? She had another Instagram page when she started Real Housewives of Potomac. Towards the end of Real Housewives of Potomac, she had got another Instagram page. Come to find out, they say that Mia blocked Nicki. Because remember, after the reunion, Nicki was online, tweeting about the reunion, and she mentioned something about getting into Mia's ass. And Mia didn't like the fact that Nicki said that. I did not have a problem with Mia basically not giving a fuck about Nicki Minaj being Nicki Minaj, right? Mia felt like Nicki disrespected her, so basically Mia came back and was like, that bitch, which I don't think she said bitch, she said something like her ass didn't get nothing together, right? So I didn't see nothing wrong with that. But I think that this is what Mia needs to understand. Even if you thought that Nicki did not send your child a gift because they say you had Nicki blocked, you also have to understand, mama, you weren't talking shit about Nicki on Twitter. So if Nicki said, bitch, fuck her, sorry, she fucked it up for the kids, I feel like Nicki wouldn't have been wrong. However, when I first heard about this, I said something ain't right. Y'all know we give Nicki the blues, right? But I have to be honest. I didn't think that Nicki did not just send her kids a gift and she gifted every other child something. Like, I don't even think Nicki would move like that, right? Not with no children. So again, come to find out, Mia basically had Nicki blocked. She got online, girl. This is what she had to say. This story going longer than what I wanted it to go. Hold up.
Okay, sorry you guys gotta get this filter action today because it's been a little bit of a rough day. But I wanted to hop on really quick because I'm getting all kinds of messages saying, oh, if you didn't say this, you should have kept your mouth shut and your kids would have got Gucci. I wonder sometimes what's going through people's mouths. You don't be silent to obtain material, people. You speak your truth at all times, and you continue to stand up for yourself. If you don't stand up for yourself, then nobody will. I didn't feel like I was being rude or disrespectful, maybe just a tad, but sometimes You just got to be real. That Mia is going to forever be. And if you take a look around, also to you guys, when it comes to the kids, I'm very sensitive because, as you all know, I had a very traumatic childhood, right? We all know. It's something I'm going to forever share because if it wasn't for my childhood, I wouldn't be who I am today. So, my reactions to certain things is because of my past traumas. Certain things that I may say or how I may act or how I may do or not do, and it may not be appropriate for you. Do the best that I can, y'all. You gotta understand that life is hard, right? And my number one focus is to forever provide and make sure that my kids are happy. And if that means I gotta buy them their own Gucci for Christmas so they feel like they're not left out, then guess what? We go into the Gucci. Shoot, I might buy the whole daggone store.
So, Nicki Minaj came back and said, Mia, I was blowing you up on IG, but then your page disappeared. I asked and no one knew for sure how to find you or what was your real page anymore. I have receipts. I'll gladly post them if you like me to. I don't play about children. Please send me the Addy mama. And then Mia came back and apologized and said, Queen, my sincere apologies. Mia, girl, you look real clownish all over the World Wide Web, girl. You were so busy, girl, blocking people that, girl, you done blocked, whatever the little boy name is, Gucci Blessing. If Mia come back for season 7, Mia, if you see this, girl, I need you to I think Mia is cool. I really do. Y'all know I really be trying to give the girls the benefit of the doubt. I think Mia is cool. I just think Mia be doing too much sometimes. Like, girl, how the fuck you block Nicki, then get online, give a whole State of the Union speech, and bitch, really and truly, it's your goddamn fault. You blocked her? Mia is exhausted. Like, girl, oh my God. I just want Mia just to go, girl, calm down. And in real life, to me, I'm just going to be honest, y'all. Maybe because I don't have any kids, I didn't even think it was that deep. Bitch. Like, okay, your little son didn't get no Gucci wallet. Bitch, run to the store real fast and lie and say it was from Nicki Minaj. I don't know. You done lied about everything else. Bitch, you done told 17 lies the first 3 episodes once you appeared on season 6 of Real Housewives of Potomac. Bitch, one more lie wouldn't have hurt nothing. Okay? It wasn't that deep for you to get on the goddamn World Wide Web and give a whole goddamn speech. Just run to the goddamn Gucci store, buy a goddamn wallet, throw $200 in there, and be like, oh, child, Nicki sent you something in the mail. He wouldn't have never known. Girl. All the goddamn lying this heifer done did the whole goddamn season 6. Now all of a sudden, she can't lie. Girl, I'm sick and tired of it. All right, Mia, we like you, girl. Just get it together, girl. All right. Oh! 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 They say Miss Momo, Miss Blackout Queen herself, Miss Run Around a barn in some woods and try to, yank somebody up, girl. They say Miss Drag Queen herself. They say she is going to be starring in the new Love and Marriage DMV. On Artist Love and Marriage DMV, starring Real Housewives of Potomac, Monique Samuels. Monique is known to fans of a reality TV after starring on 4 seasons of Bravo's Real Housewives of Potomac, is moving on from her former friends and now has found a new friend group. So basically, they say some of the people that are supposed to be on the show is Arion and James Tyler, Ashley Brittany and Roberto Silva, and Tasha and Neil Lennons. Girl. Girl. Arena and James Tyler, described as entrepreneurs, are expected to bring the drama. In addition to a busy family life, the two always make time to hit the DC party scene and are involved in credit consulting, real estate, and run an online women's boutique called iVision Boutique. Tasha and Neil Lennons. Tasha and Neil are two parents of the mother, father, daughter real estate team, the Lions Den Group, a real estate firm serving both DC and Maryland. Tasha is also a celebrity hairstylist and has worked with Monique in the past. Ashley Brittany and Roberto Silva, in addition to hosting a podcast called Fun Times Mom, Ashley is a serial momager, I don't know how to pronounce that, author, and runs an online children's store called Fashion Ashton. Her husband, Roberto, is better known as DJ Quicksilver, host of the Quicksilver Show on 93.9. According to a source close to production, LAMDMV officially begins filming in January. It is from Kingdom Reign Entertainment, the production company led by Carlos King, that is behind Love and Marriage Huntsville. Girl, Bravo fans, we know Bravo, blah, blah, blah. All right. Girl, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think? Tell me. I think, you know what? Let me see. Comments messy as hell. I wouldn't even read the comments, girl. Y'all was reading this. I'm going to watch. I know the show is probably going to be good as hell. Feel good as long as she's not putting out no more music. Drag Queens was horrible. We already did with male music. Ashley Brittany was supposed to be on Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh. Drag Queens was a horrible song. I'm sorry, and everybody knows that. Monique can rap her ass off. I believe Monique can rap, but Drag Queens was just a horrible song. I think that I don't know how this is going to play out for Monique and Chris. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This, at least to me, on Real Housewives, sometimes you can get away with just being like a mess in the friend group, right? I didn't see Tristan apology. You can get away with like just being a mess in the friend group where they may not actually shine too much light on your marriage, if that makes sense. I feel like on Love and Marriage, girl, like it's love and marriage, right? You know, like one of the problems that Marceau was having when they changed the name is because he knew with them changing the name. I'm sick with COVID. Oh my God, I hope you feel better soon. And the live is keeping me company. Thank you. You know, when, they changed the name, he felt like now the focus is going to be on love and marriage, clearly. When I think about Chris and Monique's relationship and what I've seen on Real Housewives of Potomac, Chris gives me very much, I want my woman to be at the house barefoot and pregnant. He has very barbaric ways, very sexist ways. He reminds me of the type of man that, I bring home the bacon. I want you to have all these children. When I come home, I might go outside and throw a football for a couple of minutes. I might come in here and rock the baby for a couple of minutes. After that, I want to go into, my man cave with the beer and watch TV, and I don't want these kids bothering me. That's what Chris always gave me. I'm not saying Chris didn't brush the little boy hair, right? But from what I can remember that last season, and Monique gives me very much perfect Patty, Susie, homemaker, Even though, in my honest opinion, Monique was always a hood girl trying to live up to this expectation that she just could never meet, right? Instead of Monique just being the hood girl, the fun hood girl, she tried to be the prim and proper girl, and I think that's why her ass ended up snapping. Monique is really like Monica. Y'all do know that. Monique is like Monica Arnold. Like, I think that is the perfect example of Monique. But Monique don't want to just accept the fact that she just hood as fuck. And so she tries to put on this socialite. I'm a socialite. I am a not for lazy mom. I am a, essential oils. I am a podcaster. Nah, baby. You hood, baby. Okay? Baby, you hood, baby. And that's okay. That's okay. Right? I just said I just don't know how this is gonna play out with them shining a light on Chris's and Monique's marriage. I'm about to say something, and y'all can take this for how y'all want to take it. I think the only way that this is gonna work out for Monique, because for some reason people have, let me say this. I think that Monique is a decent person. I really do. I just think that she wants to be famous by any means necessary. I think that Monique probably is a great mother. I think that Monique probably is a decent wife. I think that Monique is an ally to the community. But when it comes to Monique being this icon, entertaining girl that y'all hype her up to be, I've just never seen that. I've always asked the question, from the time that Monique stepped onto the show, from season 2 up until season 5, from the time she mentioned her having 4 homes to Giselle up until the binder, what did Monique do between that season 2 and season 5 that made her so entertaining and so iconic? No one can ever name anything. I think that y'all have hyped her up to be this icon entertaining girl, and that's just not who she is. I think that if they bring Chris's mama on, the one who called her a heifer, the one who got that heifer together. Now if they bring Chris mama on, okay, then she might have something to work with. But I hope that Monique doesn't think that she's that entertaining to the point where she thinks that her and Chris and those little babies are going to entertain us. Now, maybe if they're honest about their maybe if their relationship is as toxic as I think it is, then unfortunately for a lot of us, we're going to be glued to the TV like, oh my God, girl, did you see what happened between Chris and Monique last week? I just hope that Monique has a self-awareness that she's like the Candy Burris. You know how Candy Burris really is boring, but Candy Burris has enough self-awareness to know if I bring my ignorant ass mama on and my messy ass aunties, Aunt Bertha and my husband and Carmen and my good Judy Don Juan, then we got something to work with. I just don't know how this is going to work out for Monique and her marriage. That's the moral of the story. I just don't know how it's going to work out. I honestly don't. Because to me, Chris does not give me husband of the year. And with those allegations and accusations of Monique fucking her personal trainer, hold up, because you live in D.C., hold up, faith, love, life, and style living. Let me stop telling where you live. Monique knew she didn't want to leave reality TV, but her pride and ego got in her way. Seems to be leading the cast so that she'll satisfy her ego. Right. She didn't want to leave reality TV. She knew that. And girl, no tea, no shade. I'm about to say something, and I do not want to make this sound disrespectful at all. I don't want to make this sound disrespectful to nobody at Bravo. Okay? But Monique, you said you was getting paid pennies basically at Bravo. Girl, what you think you gonna give me? What you think you gonna give me? Girl! Girl, what you think you gonna be making that on TV? Girl, I'm just asking. What you think you gonna be making that on? Cause if you wasn't making nothing at Bravo compared to Chris, what Chris bring in, then girl, what you gonna be making at home? Like, that's no tea, no shade. But I think we have to be honest about the situation. This is a TV show that's not even in its first season. Like, the show hasn't even aired yet. So, y'all hear that bitch up there? So, what are you gonna be making on TV that made you feel like Bravo was just not it? So you gonna take your family over here. And girl, no tea, no shade. We got to call a thing, y'all. Do y'all watch Love and Marriage Huntsville? Do y'all watch Love and Marriage Huntsville? It's a reason why they did not want to go down that route. Okay, now we about to have an honest conversation. Because I'm really not trying to disrespect nobody at On or Carlos or nobody over there at King. But let's just keep it real, y'all. See, this is what happens when you be drinking this shit. It's a reason why they did not want to go down that realtor construction TV show. Because they knew that probably wouldn't have been as entertaining. We know y'all marriages are a fucking mess. See, now I'm drinking. The flip or flop, that probably ain't gonna work. But what's gonna work is if we make this show about love and marriage. Because we know y'all marriages are a fucking goddamn mess. Okay? So I don't know exactly. I don't think Monique know what she getting herself into, because everybody who don't watch Love and Marriage Huntsville know goddamn good and well that baby, when the shit starts to open, when that door starts to open, bitch, that door go motherfucking open. It's all about the mess. That's all I'm trying to say. So I hope Monique marriage is strong with her husband, because coming out those accusations and allegations or whatever you want to call it of infidelity on her part, I would assume that this would be the road that she would want to go down, right? Because now it's really going to shine a light on her marriage. And if her marriage is not as solid as a rock, okay? Solid as a rock. Girl, if her marriage is not solid as a rock, then baby, I don't know what Miss Monique gonna do. Thank you, Feel Good. I don't know what Miss Thing gonna do. And let's just keep it all the way 100. Carlos King ain't no lazy producer. Let me just say that, okay? Carlos King ain't no lazy producer. So all of that staying on one thing and dragging it out for the whole season, that shit not gonna fly with Carlos. If the shit is stale, they chop, baby, they putting an end to it and we going on to something else. So keep on thinking that you might drag out one thing for a whole season. Carlos gonna have y'all ass in over girl, head spinning. Carlos is messy. Okay? Carlos is messy, and they're not playing those games over there at what, Kingdom Reign Entertainment? No. We're not talking about the same shit all season damn day long. Unless it got to do with that personal trainer. Shit. All right. Now, what y'all want to talk about next? Huh? Miss Porsha. I know why y'all asses came over here. Porsha. Porsha, Dennis, and Miss Storm. Miss Storm, Miss Rain, go away. Okay? Come again another day. Ooh. Can I say something? I have a question. Shout out to Miss Wanda. I have a question. Why did y'all let Porsha do this show? Why did y'all let Porsha Williams do this show? Why did y'all let Porsha Williams do this show? I'ma say this. I have said it 5 times. I'ma say it again. Porsha is a fool. Whoever worked or works for her is a fool. They should have had Porsha stay on Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14. She would have got her ass drugged. She would have got drugged. She would have got her ass drugged by Marlo and Kenya. She still would have come out of the situation probably unscathed, because even though Kenya would have been damn sure right, because people don't like Kenya, they still would have given Porsha a pass. Porsha could have left season 14, went and got her own reality TV show, and girl, lived this, like Erica likes to call it, this hood fantasy, okay? Porsha could have got all the goddamn money for season 14. She really could have. And y'all know I don't even care for Porsha like that, but Porsha really could have banked on season 14. The whole fucking season would have been about her. She would have been middle peach holder. But this lets you know, this lets the girls know, the Porsha stans know, that that's how you know Porsha know that the way that her and Simon are moving is dirty and grimy and slimy as fuck. That's why she did not come on for season 14, because she wouldn't have been able to explain her and Simon. And she know they would have drugged her ass. So she thought she was taking the easy route out. And it should let you know right there that because her TV show, her spinoff show is not even focused or centered around her and Simon. How do you get your own spinoff show? And it's more about your goddamn baby daddy, your mother-in-law, could have been your mother-in-law, and the rest of your family. That's how you know they couldn't really touch on Porsha and Simon. They can't even talk about Porsha and Simon because they know the shit is fucked up. So now you done went over here to this spinoff show. Don't nobody like you. Your fans are turning against you. Bitch, they think Dennis is the star of your fucking show. So even if Porsha tried to go back to Real Housewives of Atlanta in season 15, they gonna throw that bitch whatever type of money they want to throw her, and she gonna take it. Because you ain't got no room to come back over here talking about you the hot girl. You couldn't even handle your own goddamn show, girl. So if Bravo said, girl, we giving you $800,000 or $700,000, I bet she gonna have to take it. I bet she gonna have to take it. Because you didn't even do shit on your own show. I bet you Dennis get a spinoff show. I bet you Dennis get a spinoff show. He too popular right now for them not to give Dennis a spinoff show. The simple fact that your baby daddy, who you can't even stand, is getting a motherfucking spinoff show off your goddamn shoulders should tell you enough peach juice. Anyways, let's get into Porsha and this cousin of hers. So for those who watch the show, Porsha has a cousin named Storm. Storm is a young girl. I think Storm is probably 23-ish now, somewhere. She's young, all right? I always thought something was up with Dennis and Storm. It was too much tension. Like, girl, what's tea? Hold up. You said it looks like Cora might be making her way to center stage, not watching the show, but you, Erica Tissa, have been keeping us informed. Okay? Can I say something? I'm about to say something. I'm about to hype up all the girls and boys who be on here telling the truth. Okay? Me, Erica, Tissa, girl who? Scotty, everybody who be telling the truth, right? I don't think y'all know. Whenever we get on here and Jamie, right, when we get on here, it's really not as easy as y'all think to give your opinion and it is going against the masses, right? To get on here and be like, Porsha this and Porsha that, and you know that the majority of the people love Porsha and probably gonna hate you. You get what I'm saying? But when you are going by what you see on the TV screen, okay? When you are going by what you see on the TV screen, it's easy to just kind of say it, right? Because bitch is like, bitch, this is what I'm looking. This is what I'm looking at. Like, real life, we've been trying to tell y'all about Porsha. We've been trying to tell y'all about Porsha. We've been trying to tell y'all about Porsha. Y'all didn't want to listen. Now everybody on Twitter, everybody in the comment section talking about, this ain't no good. Oh my God, when did Porsha? See, this is the problem with y'all and Porsha. Y'all gave Porsha a pass because for a lot of y'all, no tea, no shade, y'all always said that Porsha was relatable, which I never really understood that, right? She's relatable, right? I guess the good time girl, because Porsha, for a lot of people, is an attractive woman, right? But I always thought it was confusing to me that the girls who may look a certain way or act a certain way are more relatable than the girls like the Kenyas and the Candaces who may carry themselves a certain way or probably have a certain vocabulary. We're gonna say it, right? Porsha, when it comes to Porsha, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I mean, there's no disrespect. I think a lot of people that love Porsha is very surfaced. That's it. It's just very, oh, she's the pretty girl. You're not threatened by Porsha, right? For some reason, I think, I don't want to go into a whole rant. I think it kind of goes into the whole, like, struggle with black people stuff. Like, y'all will hype up the fact that Porsha is getting to the bag. She getting to the bag. Here, I'm gonna let it go. It's always been very much just Porsha is a pretty girl. Right? And now people are starting to see. Girl, we've been trying to tell y'all. We've been trying to tell y'all. The 15 of us, okay? The 15 of us YouTubers been trying to tell y'all girls. We've been trying to tell y'all. We've been trying to tell y'all about Porsha. And now it's all starting to come out, and we just sit back like this. Well, girl. Girl. Because Porsha is a mess. So here comes okay, so the show. We have Storm, Porsha, and Dennis. I thought that, come on! Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button. Cause let me tell y'all something. I don't be having no problems with nobody on YouTube. If y'all come over here and be watching, bitch, hit the thumbs up. When I come watch y'all shit, I hit the thumbs up. Okay, so listen. All right, so listen. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. Let me just read the tweets from Storm last night. Dennis is a pedophile. I was 18, 19 back when I worked for him and sexual harassed me the entire time I worked in his establishments. I am a lesbian. We did not ever see each other outside of work, and I have messages. Stop the cap. Nobody want his fat ass. Dennis physically assaulted me in Mexico. So for those who don't know, on Porsha's show, on Dennis's spinoff show, okay, they went to Mexico because they're supposed to be trying to have this blended family that Porsha is not even really participating in, like the activities while they're in Mexico, except like when they eat. Okay. Dennis physically assaulted me in Mexico. I've been silent long enough. This man has sexually harassed me, and now a grown-ass 40-plus-year-old man physically assaulted me in Mexico. I'm sick of it. This man sexually harassed me for months until I quit. I was not fired. Hashtag Porsha Family Matters. I just got another job. Let me say this. She posted pictures. Storm, bitch, you lying. Some stuff, you telling the truth. Okay? Do I believe that Dennis sexually harassed her at her job when she worked for Dennis? I absolutely believe it. I do. I believe that Dennis and Storm had something going on because there's too much tension between them. I'm not saying they fucked. I'm not saying that they sucked, okay? But what I am saying is something was going on, right? It just wasn't an employer-employee type of relationship. And based off Dennis and his track record, I can definitely believe that he was trying to get with her at work, which is sexual harassment, right? So I believe that part. Now, Miss Thing, what I don't believe is that Dennis was whooping your ass up in Mexico. What it looked like to me was Porsha was whooping your ass when you were standing behind her when she was trying to whoop on Dennis' ass. And based off these text messages that your lying ass done put out, it lets me know that your ass is lying. And you might even be lying about the sexual harassment, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You put out a goddamn tweet. You put out a tweet on May the 4th, 2021 at 4:37 p.m. Okay? And you put these pictures up. And you put domestic violence is real. Especially in same-sex relationships. Oh, it sure is, girl. We're going to talk about that another day. And it isn't addressed enough. Last night I experienced something no woman should ever have to experience. My face and neck are bruised, and I was beaten. I'm still in shock. Girl, you use them same pictures. You use that same picture to say that Dennis beat you in Mexico. Girl, you're a liar like your cousin Porsha. Girl, you're lying. And I don't want to sit here and say you lied about the sexual harassment because, I can believe that. But because you lied about this, and bitch, the evidence, girl, is right here. See, this is what happens when y'all ask me online telling lies. See, I'm not the person to go digging for shit. Because I don't be giving a damn. But girl, it's people out there who really will go look at your shit and find out if you lying or not. And they gonna post it. So you use the same picture that you done used to say Dennis beat on you. No. Your ass was getting hit when Porsha was trying to hit Dennis. And if you did get some bruises, it came from your cousin Peach Juice. Porsha started swinging, and that's exactly what happened. Porsha started swinging, and Storm, your ass got caught. But Dennis ain't hit you, girl. You a goddamn liar. I don't believe nothing that Storm got to say on that situation. I don't. You're lying, girl. You're lying. And the simple fact that, girl, you're using the same pictures that you used about being in a domestic violence situation back in May, saying that, girl, look what he did to me, look. No, that's what that bitch did to you when y'all was in that goddamn apartment tussling. I'm not trying to make light of domestic violence relationships in the gay community because it is a big thing, right? But girl, that's what that's what Tina, whatever, that stud who you was probably fucking with when y'all was in that apartment turned that hoe up. I be knowing how the gays and lesbians fight, okay? Girl, we be fighting to death. Let me tell you something. This is about to sound real ignorant, what I'm about to say. And I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it anyways. Domestic violence is domestic violence. It doesn't matter if it's gay, straight, lesbian, non-binary. However, with that being said, it is a little bit different when it's a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's just a tad bit different, y'all. I'm not saying that it's right. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying, it is a little bit different. Y'all don't think so? Because when two bitches fighting, it's just two bitches fighting. When two niggas is fighting, it's just two punks fighting. When it's a man and a woman, you already kind of know which way it's probably going to go. That's why when the lesbians be fighting, they can just get back together like it ain't nothing. Like, girl, okay, girl. Like, yeah, me and my girl got into a fight, it ain't nothing. Like, because it's just two bitches fighting. Girl. Domestic violence is domestic violence, period. But it is a tad bit different when it's a man and a woman, though. I do believe that. I know that sounds fucked up that I shouldn't have said that. But that's what I kind of believe. Because, baby, let me say something. Because if a nigga hit me, bitch, we gonna be two big ass niggas fighting, right? But if a man hit a woman, it's like, it's really not. Girl, Keisha and Ashley fighting, girl, they just fighting. Oh, let me shut up, girl. Let me shut up, girl. I'm just saying, girl. I might, you know what I'm saying? Girl, let me shut up. All right. So let me shut up. I'm leaving that alone. I shouldn't even mention that. Okay. But I think Storm is lying. I think Porsha is setting you up for failure, Miss Mamas. And I think that, you're getting your ass online telling these lies. And I think it's going to come back to bite you in your ass. Right? So this is what she had to say. Is my speaker still on? It's off.
Battery 80%. Connected to Rodney's iPad.
This is what she had to say on her live.
Connected to Rodney's MacBook Air.
Pilar, know that I meant no harm in this, but I'm gonna speak my truth. You're not gonna silent me. I've been silent for so.
Baby, when Miss Thing said you're not gonna silent me, I said, I know that's right. I have a question. Okay.
Many years. So many years. I have been silent about this man for the sake of respecting people, TV, all that.
She do talk like Porsha.
I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can honestly take this. If I really wanted to post messages, I would have done it already. I have them in my phone from 2018. So if you really cared, you know, we can take it to court. He could sue me. Porsha can afford a lawyer, but who got 30 bands to just be busting on a lawyer? Sue me. But I have every message so that I just got a phone with Porsha not too long ago, but y'all not gonna silence me. I quit the job as soon as possible. I actually have messages about that too. I don't see what clout I'm chasing, because I don't see how it's clout chasing for somebody to be sexually assaulted. I don't really expect y'all to understand, because y'all only got like a 15-minute version of a 4-hour episode. So honestly, I didn't bring up anything on the show. He did. So I got receipts, but I'd rather show them in court. Let's go to court. Let's go to court. Let's go to court. We can go to court. We can go to court.
Girl, it's giving, you know what it's giving me? Because you know she just graduated from Georgia State University, I believe. It's giving me, girl, you was fucking your professors for an A. Because, girl, ain't no way you graduated from Georgia State University and you getting online talking about, girl, you're not gonna silent me. You're not gonna silent me. Girl, nobody's trying to silent you, baby. Okay? It's giving, girl, you was fucking professors for A's and B's. And if you anything close to like Porsha move, then girl, we know you was. Okay? But anyways, I just the whole situation is a mess. The whole situation is a mess. Ain't nothing wrong with fucking for an A or a B. Ain't nothing wrong. If you want to fuck up, let me say something. I'm the last one to judge anybody for fucking people you ain't got no business fucking. Because we all don't fuck some people we ain't have no business, have no business fucking, right? But I'm just saying that girl, she graduated from Georgia State University. And she talking about girls silent. You're not going to silent me. I said, girl, that sounds like some shit that Porsha wrote down for her. Girl, anyway. One thing I do want to say is this, I know that Dennis is the light of the show for a lot of people. And my honest opinion, Dennis still ain't shit. Dennis ain't shit. Dennis was doing a whole bunch of lying last night. Dennis ain't shit. Dennis ain't shit. Porsha ain't shit. Just because Dennis is the star of the show, don't make Dennis an ain't shit nigga no more. Dennis is still an ain't shit nigga. Okay? It's just that, girl, now it's kind of like even though you an ain't shit nigga, people are willing to give him a pass because we see that how Porsha moves. Like, ooh, girl. And I'm with Mama Gina too, to a certain degree. You're not gonna keep calling out my son. And some of y'all had to tell me this too. You're not gonna keep calling out my son. Well, girl, your granddaughter sitting right across from you, pinned up, laid up with a married man. That's what you're not gonna do. Even if my son ain't shit, what you not gonna do, grandmama Porsha, I'm gonna let it go. Grandmama Porsha is try and call out my son when your granddaughter is sitting right across from the fucking table? Right across from the fucking table. Right across from you, sitting beside a married man. And a married man is sitting beside her. Now that's just true too. Okay? I'm just saying. I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like Porsha, no, not Porsha. I feel like Darlene and Storm, the mother and daughter duo, I think they want to be famous. If y'all watched the show last night, did y'all see how Darlene was acting? Have y'all seen the way that Darlene, Dirty Diana, girl, Dirty Diana DD, shout out to Erica De Niro TV, girl, we call her Dirty Diana, right? DD for short. Her sister Darlene. Y'all see how Darlene and Storm been acting? You can tell they want to be famous. I don't put nothing past Storm, and I don't put nothing past Dirty Diana. I don't put nothing past them. Nothing at all. Nothing. Darlene, I'm sorry. Not Darlene. I mean, not Dee, Darlene. What's up, Ebony? I ain't even see you. Ooh, girl, he did say that. He said Porsha was lazy in bed, y'all. Oh, okay. That's what I wanted. I'm glad you mentioned that. Who said that? Who said that? Raining Blue Flowers. You changed your name? Porsha tried to attack Dennis's mother. Okay. That's what y'all were telling me in the comment section. Because I told y'all in my review that Dennis had reached around, right? He had reached around and I was like, I couldn't deny it. You know, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, Dennis, I saw Dennis reach around and I'm like, okay, girl, he did reach around. And then Porsha started swinging. But a lot of the people in the comment section told me the reason why Dennis reached around, I guess, is because when Mama Gina was leaving, Porsha either said something or made a motion towards Mama Gina, and that's what made Dennis reach out. Like, basically like, bitch, what is you doing? And then I did hear Porsha, because I watched that last like 60 seconds at least like 15 times. I did hear Porsha say something about get off my arm, but don't touch my arm. And that's when she started swinging. So the people saying that Dennis, you know, that Mama Gina was leaving and Porsha said something or either made a motion towards Mama Gina. They doing this show because Simon ain't supporting the whole family. This ain't Dennis or Cordell. Simon said, I'm screwing only you. They gotta work, okay? But the truth of the matter is, and I said this last night, like, one thing I will give Dennis his props on is, as much as a lot of y'all don't believe in checking y'all mamas and daddies, Dennis will tell Mama Gina to basically, like, you need to cut it, be quiet, like, shut up. Like, he don't mind dragging his mama from a scene. He don't mind telling his mama, hey, be quiet, we're not going there, you know? So I don't think that Dennis needs any help with Mama Gina. He ain't scared. He is not scared, okay, of Mama Gina. Like, you know, Candy scared of Mama Joyce. Like a lot of y'all scared. Okay. Porsha, how you a boring freak, okay? Simon be coaching Porsha. Dennis spin our show gonna be hot dog heaven. He tells her to hush. He do tell her to hush. What is Simon's purpose on the show? Nothing. I'm telling y'all, for the people who watch the show, tell me if I'm wrong. That show is not centered around Porsha and Simon's relationship. It's really more so, all bullshit aside, Porsha and Simon don't even have to be there. Quiet as it's kept. They really just could have brought Londi, Mama Gina, Lauren, Dennis. They could have brought the rest of the family on, and I guarantee you it still would have been the same show. They just would have been talking about Porsha and Simon. You see what I'm saying? But Porsha and Simon didn't need to be there. Because Mama Gina would have talked about Porsha regardless if it was Porsha's show or not. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Everybody else could have been there except for Simon and Porsha, and the show would still be the same. Still be the same. Because all they talking about, all they really talking about is Porsha and Dennis' relationship. That's it. I don't think they're going to make it 5 years. I don't. Just a reminder, y'all, while it's on my mind, we are going live tomorrow. I haven't decided the time. It's probably going to either be 7 or 8 p.m. Either one of the two. Of course, I'll put a reminder up. We're going to be talking about Tasha K and Ariane tomorrow. Okay? So we definitely will be going live tomorrow to talk about Tasha K and Miss Ariane. I told y'all that's why I was late to the live tonight, because I was too busy over there on Tasha K page trying to see what the tea was. I didn't know nothing about Chloe. Everybody keep talking about Chloe and Tristan. I didn't know nothing about Chloe and Tristan until y'all mentioned it. I'm gonna have to look into it. Some of y'all gonna hate what I got to say though. I think Ariane was lying on some parts, but I also think Ariane was telling the truth on some parts too. I need to watch real. Oh, that's what I'm really about to go. Oh shit, I'm really about to go for real, because I got so much stuff. Like, my whole plan is to basically talk about everything that hits the news waves. That's the goal for 2022, 2023. Talk about everything. I still need to watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and take notes. I watched the episode last night, girl. It was a complete mess, okay? You better what you're about to do? I'm about to watch it, y'all. I'm going to say this much about... Can I say something? And then I'm going to leave y'all on this note, and then we'll talk about this tomorrow. I think that sometimes it's hard for us to be honest, especially when we're talking about, like, side chicks and a wife and a husband. Because I think that for a lot of us, a lot of people, just society as a whole, I think that we've always been taught that the side chick is the problem, right? And I think that whenever we place the blame on the side chick, we take that blame and that responsibility from the husband or the person who stepped out of the marriage, right? I think that we can point the finger at Ariane all day long. But the truth is, Martell was married to Melody, and Martell stepped outside of his marriage. Ariane did not take any vows in front of family and friends. nor God. That was Martell. So we can blame Ariane all day long and call her a homewrecker and a hoe and all of those things. But Martell is wrong. Ariane could not hop on the dick and do a full split if the dick was still in his house. I'm sorry. I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers tomorrow because I got some more shit to say. I'm just saying. I go back and forth about, does some of the responsibility fall on the side chick? Because once you find out that the person is married, you are expected to stop seeing this person. But in all honesty, I just want to say this. I didn't take no vows in front of God. I did not take any vows in front of God. I did not sit here and tell God what I was going to do. I did not sit here in front of family and friends. That was you, okay? So for people to try to put the destruction of the family on Ariane's shoulder, I think it's low-key fucked up. Because I know for a fact that these niggas be telling whole motherfucking lies about what's not and what is going on at home. And I think that if we're going to be honest, I think that a lot of people, sometimes we get into relationships and once your feelings are involved, once your emotions are involved, it is hard to turn that person away. I think you have to look at it like this. How many relationships have you been in where you knew you should have not been involved with that person? Whether it was abusive, toxic as fuck, whatever. You knew you shouldn't have been involved with that person. You knew it. But you kept going back and kept going back and kept going back. Because at that point, your emotions, your feelings were involved with this person. So, I'm sorry, and we're going to talk about this more tomorrow. I think that even with Martell being a married man, at some point, Ariane's feelings and emotions were involved with Martell. And I don't think it's just as simple as this to just turn that light switch off. At that point, she was probably already in love with the man. I think if we're being honest, we have to be honest. We just have to be. Anyways, that's what I wanted to say for tonight. I got a lot of shit I want to say tomorrow. And we're going to definitely talk about girl, we gonna shake. We gonna shake the table tomorrow with this recap, right? Some of y'all gonna get mad at what I'm about to say. Again, I think that Ariane was telling some lies on some shit, right? Some parts I thought she was full of shit. I think that Melody, low-key full of shit on some shit. Sorry. Definitely Martell. Yeah, we're gonna get into it tomorrow. All right? Hold on, I need to know anybody think Carlos is going to eventually come out with, oh, that would be cute. Love and Marriage Atlanta, scoop up Nene, Porsha, and that married man on Cam Dunn. That actually would be cute. That actually would be cute. That would be cute. Oh, if he did that, oh, that would be cute. That would be real cute. Girl, I think if Carlos did that, I think that Bravo will start shaking in their boots. Carlos would have that reality TV game on lock. Like at that point, I think that we already start seeing the Real Housewives kind of go down, you know. I think at that point, Carlos would definitely like have the girls shook. Like for real, for real. He got Huntsville, DMV, Atlanta, and he could probably do more cities than that. Oh, okay, hold up. Jamie had an interview on Tissa's channel. She said the feds came to her about Porsha's story with R. Kelly. They still have not found validity in her story, but they're investigating still. Check it out. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Girl. Ooh. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm about to watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and fix me a salad. Yes, I'm about to fix me a salad, okay? Girl, it's 2022, girl. We're trying to lose at least 80 pounds, okay? I'm trying to do all of that by the end of by summertime. I want to be doing all of this. You know? All right, I'm gone. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. 1,034 people in the chat room. Like, what is it called? Like, hit, subscribe. See, I don't even know how to say this shit. Like, yeah, I'll get over here just running my mouth. Like, comment, and subscribe. That's what they say. I just get over here. Hey, y'all, this Rodney. I'm back, girl. Y'all know what happened yesterday? Girl, a mess. Bye, y'all.